Welcome to my channel. My name is Mo and I'm so glad you stopped by today. Today's video, I've been waiting to drop this for about a week now, so the day has finally come and I'm so excited. Today's video is Christmas DIYs high-end in a farmhouse theme. But first I have a bonus red DIY. You can find these tobacco baskets anywhere, and the pea I got from a craft store for like 50 cents. And so I wanted to make this into a Christmas DIY, so I started by taking a Dollar Tree wreath and wrapping it in a circle. Now, what was helpful for me was to kind of go up and down, up and down. See how I went above for some of it, and then under, and then above, and then under? That made it look a lot fuller, in my opinion. Taking some white chalk paint, I painted my peace sign and my other signs. I used this Santa Red by Decor. My mother-in-law gave me a whole bunch of craft supplies for free, so I'm just kind of using what I have. Also, I didn't end up using the snowflake, but that's okay. And this was from one of those Christmas tags from the Dollar Tree, and I just took it apart, gave it a little sand, and then I painted it in the Santa Red. Surprisingly, this only took one coat, which is really awesome and nice for acrylic. Oh my gosh, look how stunning this looks already. So that ribbon is also from the Dollar Tree. I've used it for many products, and I can't believe how much I have left. I also use these red berries. And so I cut my ribbon, and I didn't want to hot glue this, so I will show you what I did. I wrapped it around the top, and I only end up using a tiny bit of hot glue because I don't want to ruin my tobacco basket. I want to be able to use it. Oh! Here's a little cameo from my son. He built his Lego. Yeah, by the way, my son is like Rain Man. He got 97 percentile in his testing from the state. He's like a genius. It's crazy. Anyways, I was putting on these red berries, hot gluing everything, and notice how I'm not hot gluing nothing to the actual tobacco basket because I want to reuse it. If you didn't want to use any hot glue, you could use a twist tie to do this whole entire project, I bet. And it would be, well, not the entire project, but you know what I mean. Just for the wreath part. But isn't this sharp? I love it. I'm so obsessed, and I can't wait to decorate for Christmas season. It's coming up. This next DIY is really easy and really fun, super fast, not too long here. I just took a frame apart. It was $1 from Michael's. You could also use a Dollar Tree frame. I painted the frame white with chalk paint. Before I let it dry, I took a baby wipe, or you could also use a wet paper towel, and I kind of just wanted to bring out some of the wood grain. See how I'm kind of wiping it right here before it dries, just to give it a farmhouse kind of a look. And then I used my brown espresso chalk paint, went over it really lightly just to give it a little bit of character and dimension. And then I also took some more wipe and did the same with that just to make this look really rustic. I always use placemats from the Dollar Tree. I pick up like 10 or 20 of them a couple times a year, and I use them for so many projects, it's not even funny. So definitely that's a good tip. So I took it and I traced it out and hot glued it onto the back. This is some of my unwanted old music from the 1990s because I'm a pianist, if you were not aware, and so I have a lot of music. And so I just rolled these in circles, and I kind of just was measuring and going up a little bit smaller, until smallest. I hot glued them on, and then I added a little twine bow, and then I added some little ornaments, and this was done so easy, so fast, and I just love it. I feel like these little tiny circle berries or whatever, I feel like they give it the perfect little touch, and I am just head over heels. All right, let's move on to this blue truck. I am so obsessed. About, I want to say a couple weeks ago, I bought about 20 of these red trucks so I can do projects with. And so this is also a Dollar Tree frame, and I painted it white. 2 coats with my chalk paint. The first coat never looks good, so you want to do 2 coats. And also be careful with these really large ones because they're very flimsy. After hand sanding off the Merry Christmas and sparkles, and then I put a little bit of tape over the tree, I actually ended up mixing these 2 colors, Vintage Teal and Seaside Villa, because I wanted it to be a super light blue kind of a teal. And I do this a lot now. I used to just go out and waste all my money and buy all this chalk paint. No. Just, I don't know, have fun with it, mix some paints up, and try to get the desired color that you want. And it saves so much money because these chalk paints can be like $10 a pop, After 2 coats of paint, this was ready to go. I love this. So I used my Cricut Maker and I printed out Trees & Co. since 1937, which 1937 is my grandma's birthday. So kind of just a little shout out to my grandma. Rest in peace, I miss her very much. And I just attached it onto my truck. To elevate this a little bit more, I ended up taking wire cutters and I took off the little bases to those 2 packs. But first I want to show you I used another placemat and I traced it out and cut it to size, hot glued it on, and just kind of put this all together. It was really simple, and I love using placemats. This is such a good and helpful tip. You don't have to paint anything, and it's just, I don't know, it just looks really crisp and clean. And so I just hot glued on my little trees, and as you can see here, I cut this one down to be a mini tree because it just didn't look right. So it's a tiny little tree. It's perfect for this spot, and I absolutely love this DIY. Totally optional. I just put a little bit of these berries on top, kind of for a star. You don't have to add that, but I just thought it'd give it just a cute little touch. And this was done, and I'm head over heels. Probably my favorite DIY I've ever done, and I can't wait to put it up somewhere and decorate it and show you where I end up putting it. And lastly, this DIY is beautiful and neutral. That tobacco basket is only $10 from Target Dollar Spot, and I painted it white. Now you could leave this plain, or you could, not paint it so solid, and you could leave some of the wood exposed, but I wanted mine to be a solid white. What's awesome about this is this only took 1 coat of paint, which is pretty nice. So once again, I'm going to kind of show you how I wrap the wreath up. I just take the little end and I wrap it around the little loop to kind of hold it in place. And then I like to go around, and I like to go up and then down, like under and over, because I feel like it makes it look a lot fuller. Now, then when I was done with this, I ended up spraying it with Dollar Tree snow spray, but if you can't find any, you could also use spray paint or sparkles, whatever you enjoy. I feel like this gives it such a high-end look, and I've used this same spray can for so many projects. It's unreal. So I hot glued on the Believe sign, and then I used some of this beautiful lace Dollar Tree twine, and these are Dollar Tree little bells, and I just took 4 of them and tied them up, hot glued it all on, and this was done so easy, super fast, and it's so stunning, so beautiful, and super farmhouse. I'm loving it, and I cannot wait to decorate this year. I just want to say thank you so much for watching my video. You guys rock. Thank you for all the new subscribers, all the likes and comments, and just all the love. I really appreciate it. You guys are incredible, and this community is pretty awesome. So thank you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, stick around, because I'm going to have lots more coming. So thanks for watching, and have a great day.